I really enjoyed the match. So thank you to the players for the performance that they put in a big night for us against a really good side. The way they went through in the last round against Juventus was really impressive. So the manner that we've done it, the way we played, the goals that we scored, thank you, because it was a special night. Well, it's obviously gives us a lot of joy and confidence and belief, and then in football, it's not what we did 3 days ago or 2 days. It's going to be what we do tomorrow when we go to Old Trafford, how we behave, how we play, and are we able to win again, and that's it. Enjoy tonight because it was a very impressive performance and an unbelievable score. So we deserve that, and now take it and keep improving as a team.
After the game, Mikel Aterta said he thought that a result like that was coming. Did you?
No, not a chance, Gail. Honestly, someone asked me for the prediction yesterday, and I said 0-0.
You're not the only one. Sam Dean pre-game as well.
I just, you know, my biggest thing with Arsenal before the game was where are the goals going to come from? Not just the goals, but where are the chances and opportunities?
Where's that spark? Where's that creativity?
Absolutely. You know, I was at both the West Ham game and also the Forest game, and basically I just couldn't see them creating enough chances, playing with enough spontaneity, freedom. And listen, you know, it was astonishing. You almost had to rub your eyes at various points.
I mean, there is a little bit of context that PSV were poor. They were absolutely awful at times, weren't they? But let's concentrate on the good. 3 goals in 13 minutes. They're 99 seconds between Arsenal's 4th and 5th. They kind of managed those moments better than we've seen over the last few weeks, haven't they?
Yeah, and it was also quite notable that PSV had 2 amazing chances to take the lead.
Yeah.
And then it felt like Arsenal really seized on that and basically scored them 3 goals, and they never looked back, did they? And I did think when PSV scored the penalty, pulled a goal back before half-time, you think they couldn't, could they?
Yeah, well, we've seen it before. We've seen Arsenal's wobbles against the likes of Villa over the last few weeks, and that was the difference. And also at 3-1, they went for it. They didn't sit back.
Yeah. I love the interchange as well for Trossard's goal with Fury.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
I mean,
must say,
because I felt the same. Like, he was so unfazed. And what I love is he's not afraid to take on a shot. He's not afraid just to give it a go. And he's such a graceful, powerful runner with the ball.
I think you sum it up brilliantly in basically the way you say graceful. I think he
glides.
Absolutely, glides across the pitch. The ball is glued to him. I love his instant control when he plucks the ball out of the air. He just runs with such freedom. He dribbles brilliantly. He's always creative. He is always switching
Great
side.
ball, yeah.
Fabulous.
His finish,
yeah. He could be just one of the exceptional players of his generation. He's a generational talent, and he's proving it. I think, a while ago, I was thinking he would be a player of moments, but he's on course for goals. I mean,
because he's playing at the highest level, week in, week out. Yeah. Arsenal looking at him for inspiration. I mean, in the absence of maybe Odegaard playing very well, which he hasn't hit the heights of last season. Tonight was probably one of his best performances. Yeah. Arteta picked up and said that he was allowed to do that by some of his players. He has been the go-to man. The teenagers combined, didn't they? We've got to have a little words on Miles Lewis-Skelly, because he has been another sensation at times this season. How pleased were you to see Arteta pull him off and just protect him?
I think he had to. I think it was sensible management. I think that, Slot did something recently.
He's done it a few times.
With Bradley, and then basically in the Merseyside derby. And you're very fortunate to get that second opportunity. I thought when he makes that challenge, I have to say, I thought it was second yellow.
Yeah.
different referee, different occasion, even you could argue different competition.
Yeah.
And he gets sent off. And then the problem with that is then that Aterta would have no option but to play within himself, shut the game down, go defensive.
And
it's a
PSV
totally
do
different
score
result.
goals, especially
Absolutely.
at home.
So I think that is it's
It's
a
a
lesson
massive-
that he must learn
yeah.
because I think he's such a brilliant talent.
But it's not the first time we've seen
No,
it.
but I do think he's super bright,
Yeah.
super intelligent. He's got a massive personality and character. And I think within that will help him, I think, through these difficult early stages
Yeah.
in his career to learn, I've got to do different things differently. And he'll get better and improve from it.
And just finally, talked a lot yesterday about changing the narrative. I mean, the whole complexity of Arsenal's season suddenly changes,
Do you know
doesn't
what?
it?
I mean, it does remind me somewhat of last season because if you remember last season, Arsenal went on the goal rush.
Yes.
In the second half of the season, dare I say it, after the trip to Dubai. But
Yeah.
They actually obviously had a striker there.
Yes.
It was slightly
They had
different.
more than one.
Yeah, absolutely. But they got goals from all over
Yeah,
the pitch.
that's right.
And that was the key.
Rice, Odegaard, yeah.
And that's what I thought of tonight,
Yeah.
simply because I thought they played with a freedom of style. Everyone was getting into forward positions, and I thought that was really, really pleasing.
Yeah.
I think Odegaard is so important for the team. To see him then spark tonight,
Yeah.
to see them kind of play with so much imagination and freedom. It could yet be an exciting... I mean, it's Europe or bust, isn't it? Let's be realistic. And if you produce performances like that,
You in it.
it allows you
Yeah,
to dream.
absolutely. Well, it was a record-breaking evening, and it'll be interesting to see where Arsenal go from here. Clearly, Old Trafford on the weekend, but of course, beyond as the season rolls to a close.